So, pieces to start with the star blooms first. Thank you to Archangel Michael for cloaking, shielding, and protecting me in my auric field, canceling any and all etheric and physical contracts that are being made, intended for, projected, and also directed to me in my auric field at this time. May my heart chakra, throat chakra, my third eye, my crown chakra be cleared and aligned. Thank you to my benevolent ancestors that I'm assigned to in the highest light, connecting to my highest self. Thank you to the Most High for allowing me to channel through any and all clarity that is necessary. Allow me to be a clear channel at this time for our discernment. Abracadabra, make it so. I say Asheo. So this message that I received, I perceive it in a couple of different ways because obviously I'm reading for more than just one particular person. Previously, when I'd originally received the information, I thought to myself that it was basically based off of one thing. But the more I've allowed myself to basically sit with the message, the more different avenues are basically coming in and meeting it. I'm going to allow the cards to basically determine the way that we go with it. But I will basically say there is someone in your energy, for whoever this message is aligning to at this time, that wants to be acknowledged by you, love. You're not seeing them and it's eating them up. Okay. On one hand, I could perceive this as a relationship. This could be a situationship, a circumstance where you may have distance or separated from a partner or someone that you may have been connected to. However, I'm strongly getting that this is a situation of a third party, someone who is basically, say it again, y'all. I know it's basically proximity of a person who is perceiving you. So it could be a circumstance of someone that you was previously connected to. You all disconnected, rightfully so, what I'm feeling strongly with that connection. However, this person hasn't released your energy, or they haven't allowed themselves to fully disconnect in a way to where they aren't prying on you. And because they aren't allowing the situation to basically fully be purged from their system, there's someone who is watching them watch you. And this person basically continues to put themselves around you in your vortex. I see them creating fake channels. I don't know what that means. Fake channels, that you could be somebody who has a platform, fake pages. Thank you, Spirit. You could be somebody who's on social media. They are creating ways to show up at your job. They're creating fake bookings. Someone's wanting to connect with you in a rate, but act as if they aren't who they are wanting to come into your energy without you being aware of who they're connected to and why they're connected. Why, if they're connected to this person, that they're trying to make a connection with you. This person believes on some uninformed rate based off of their own insecurities and just watching without communicating with their spouse, their partner, their friend, whoever, that you have some lingering unfinished business with this person that they're watch you. Okay. Yeah. And how you sit within this rate of existence is very intriguing and also intimidating. But we're going to basically see what it does. I'm feeling some different cards too. As soon as I basically started talking about it, I started feeling some different cards. Yeah. Well, if it's a situation, it's a King of Cups. If it's a situation, this is an intriguing energy because it's King of Cups. King of Cups, y'all, it could be somebody 1133. It could be somebody who wears many faces. You know, King of Cups is almost like, I look at it like the Casanova card sometimes, depending on how it shows up in your energy, right? It could be, I could be your lover. I could be your pusher. It could be, it's like it's a song. Yeah, that's crazy. Look at the card that came out, your lover's card. This person could be a situation to where maybe he was like I would say neighborhood Casanova. Maybe he was, yeah, maybe he was a promiscuous energy in previous connections, and now he's wanting to basically come into your energy, into your aura field. More, Spirit. Yeah, and this man in his head. He in his head about how you've come to a certain rate of revelation is what I was about to say. And he's wanting to celebrate with you. The World card and the Temperance card. He wanted to bring balance to closure. Balance and closure, maybe, to how he previously showed up in love, wanting to create some form of temperance. He wants to bring his cup with your cup so y'all could be able to work together. However, there may be some lingering energy in his auric field that he needs to clear out before he's allowed to have access to you, which is what I'm perceiving, and it could possibly have this third party in their head. Yeah, I see this person. Imagine like you go shopping every week and you go to the same like co-op every week. I see this person wanting to show up at your co-op, wanting to basically bump into you, have a conversation with you. You go to the park, they're wanting to show up at the park with you, to be seen by you, wanting to like your posts or look at your stories. Yeah, they see you in this rate of victory, and there's this very, very sneaky energy that's basically wanting to like sit in the cuts. Yeah. Yeah, you rested. You well rested, unbothered. This is Four of Swords in the upright and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody is bothered and in their head about the fact of how you aren't in your head, how you haven't basically been left out or placed in this rate of destruction due to disharmony that you could have had. And yeah, in your marriage, in a love interest that you previously had. Like I said, thank you, Spirit. At this rate of wanting to create a false image for you. I also had like a dream too. Two of Wands, yeah. And it fell over the Lovers card, over the Lovers card in between. I'm not saying y'all that the King of Cups is a negative energy. What I'm saying is depending on what rate he working from, this energy, it could be masculine, but you also know that it's not like a male or a female. It's just tarot, okay? But depending on where he working from, it's like that's what it could show up as. For because I'm hearing somebody say this, okay? The King of Cups represents the okay. The King of Cups represents the Pisces, the Scorpio, as well as the Cancer energy. So these could be signs of this energy. This is usually a very balanced person. They're extremely responsible. They're creative, very, very connected to their emotions. They're wise. They're professional. Yeah, very romantic. Balanced energy, depending on how right. They could be very deep energies. Yeah, and then you have a King of Swords. So listen, sweetie, you could have two masculines. So there could be a King of Cups that's wanting to come back in and make a connection with you. The King of Swords fell over the Seven of Swords, but there may be a King of Swords that's wanting to basically come in and redirect your intentions, your plans. Maybe manipulate. The dream I had really quickly, I basically was on a plane by myself. And it basically went from me being on a plane to me being in like a situation to where it was like a chartered plane. And there was like these random chicks that showed up and they were sitting, but it was like one chick who was almost like the in-between chick. And then there was another chick that was sitting beside the window. She was trying to keep her face from being seen. Until finally at the end, she turns and she gives me like this foul. And she basically disappears. The girl still wanting to like talk to me because she's wanting me to not see that the girl disappeared or something like that. And it ended up being a situation to where I wasn't willing to plug the USB into my device, right? And when I came around to basically seeing the USB file, I recognized that it was like, it kept on saying crashed server. So it could be someone wanting to come in and basically give you a rate of information to reveal somebody else in order to keep you from perceiving them the way that you would naturally perceive them. All in all, just discern for yourself.